Antonia Remarker, and today I will talk about the Olympic Games once again. Today I want to make some kind of a conclusion to sum up or something of the kind. So basically today I will talk about 5 myths connected with the Olympic Games, and let's get cracking, let's start. First I'm going to talk about the Olympic Games opening, so the opening ceremony. But before I do, check my head out. Would you like to have such a pretty hair on your head? I really like it. It's so cute. You can move your ears and, I don't know, make something like this. So you can change it. Don't I look funny? Okay. So anyway, once again, the first myths I want to discuss is connected with the opening series, and that's why I'm going to talk about it. So the opening, wow, geez, boy, yikes. So it was really amazing, and I believe that a lot of people would agree with me here. Of course there were couple of problems. Actually, the one major problem was connected with the ring, which didn't open, and I feel a little bit bad about it, but well, I understand that it was very difficult to organize such a big opening ceremony without any single flaw. So it was one little flaw, but the mass media, of course, well, got stuck to it and kept talking about it, that it was a disaster and something like this. Well, I do not think so, and it was one little flaw, but all in all, the ceremony was great. Well, remember the alphabet, it was such a nice story, and the whole ceremony was connected with the culture and history of our country. It was so interesting. And you know what? It was not shallow. It was not just some pompous ceremony with a lot of, I don't know, effects and so special effects. I mean, it was meaningful. It was deep, and I really liked it. It was beautiful too, and all those preps, huge animals, well, skating and skiing. I mean the symbols. So it was actually very good. So the first myth I want to talk about is connected with that ring. So I found out from Filichka that in America people say that the man who was responsible for this, who was responsible for the opening ceremony, was killed. I do not usually stammer, but now I do not know what to say, how to comment on this, because it's crazy. People, it's crazy. No one was killed. Come on, stop doing that. Well, okay, that was the first myth. Let's move on to the second one, which is connected with the money. So they say that billions of money, no, I don't know, millions of billions of money was stolen. It raises no doubt that some money was stolen. I am sure of that. I understand that. In present, in the commercialized world now we have to live in, it's quite common. But billions and millions of billions? No. I'm sure that some money was stolen, but not so much. Come on. Anyway, let's move on. So, mass media created a lot of crazy stories about the Olympic Games, and a lot of people tried to become popular thanks to some crazy story they invented and they made up. And it is funny, you know, because, for example, one woman wrote that there was a wolf in her apartment, in her hotel, and it turned out that she just asked her friend to shoot this episode with the wolf. He decorated his studio so that it would look like a hotel, and of course the news spread out like fire and people got crazy. They thought that Russia was just unbelievable, but it was not true. Come on, I'm so surprised that people are ready to go to such length to try to put us down, to try to put the image of our country down. Why? Why would you do that? You know, I even feel a little bit of flattered because people go to such length to try to put us down, to put our country down, but it's funny. Anyway, let's move on. The next thing I want to talk about is gay culture in Russia. So I'm sure that you already know that in our country this culture is not that developed, but some sportsmen and sportswomen are actually gay, and they came to our country and they said that everything was fine and they were treated normally. Well, of course, in our country we do not actually understand those who are gay. We just do not get it. That's it. Well, most of us. But it doesn't mean that we hate gay people, that we do not like gay people. No, it's not that. We are just a little bit scared of them, if I'm gonna put it like this. So, but we do not hate them. We are not going to hurt them. No, no. And it raises no doubt once again that in any country in the whole world there are such people who are aggressive. And our country is no exception. But it's just a very tiny number. So do not be afraid of going to Russia. Our country is cool. There are some problems, but all in all, it's great here. What else? And the last myth, which I'm going to bust, is that if you go to Russia, you're going to die. Well, once again, it's not like that. I live here, I work here, and everything is just fine, it's wonderful. Moreover, Filechka is in our country and he's traveling around and nothing bad has happened to him, so he's fine, he's great. And by the way, I talked to Filechka about the Olympic Games. Let me show you some parts of the conversation. By the way, the conditions were not very good. I just shot our conversation and I put my camera on the table, so I hope that it's not a big deal. Anyway, take a look. Okay, now at the end of my video I would like to talk about the closing ceremony. You know, I found it so cute and so smart that people decided to repeat the same floor again, so that now you know that we Russians are not afraid of being funny and are not afraid of laughing at ourselves. It's a very good quality because it can beat all the skepticism of the whole world if you are able to laugh at things like that. If you are able to laugh at your flaws, at your problems, and then it is much easier to beat them, to stop doing something wrong, to do everything perfectly. Of course, we are not angels and we all have some flaws and we all have some problems, but if you are able to deal with them, this is the most important quality of a person. So, in addition, I would like to point out that nowadays we are fed up with little wonders in our world because every day something new is discovered and some wonderful species of animals or some theories or medicines and so on. So a lot of discovery, space, so we are not surprised at all when something like that happens. And I just remember the Olympic Games. I do not remember them, but I saw some footage connected with Olympic Games in Moscow, which took place a lot of years ago. And there a lot of people were sentimental and they were crying so hard and it was so cute and so nice. But now, of course, this year it was not like that. And the main reason is not because the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony were not so sentimental, were not so beautiful, not so cute, not so kind. That's not the main reason, I think. The main reason is that we are fed up with wonders and we are not surprised. It's very hard to surprise us, and it's very hard to touch us. On the one hand, it's good that now we face so many challenges and we are able to actually work with them and to perform them and to fulfill them. But I think that we should be able to be happy about little things more. So just try to be happy about some little things in your life, and then it will be so much easier for you to wake up every day and smile in the morning. So I wish you everything great. I wish you happiness so that you would smile each time you see a tiny little wonder happening in front of your eyes. So keep watching my videos. Do not forget that on this channel you study English and Russian with me. So keep studying. And by the way, there's a website devoted to all the stories invented about the Olympic Games. I will show you the link if I find it. Anyway, keep studying with me. Keep watching my videos. Here on this channel you study English, you study Russian, you travel around the world, so you do a lot of stuff. Useful stuff. So keep following me. Hope to see you soon. Happy English and Russian practice. Go to Russia. Welcome! You're always welcome here. You should. Honey bunny, I'm a honey bunny. Bim, 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 bim.